So, welcome everybody. My name is Tony Cox. I'm here with John Abdelkarim, and we're here playing Keyforge, Call of the Archons, the new game from Fantasy Flight and from Richard Garfield. And you and I are both excited about this game because you buy one deck and it's unique. Nobody else has the same thing. And then you just play the cards. And you and I bought two decks.
I bought four in total. As of today.
And every single deck has a customized back and a customized name. So there is no other deck that will have this name. My deck is Jaiden Sharp Base Pirate. And there are 7 houses in the game, 7 factions, and each deck has cards from 3 of those factions. So I have Dis, Lagos, and Shadows. And John, you're playing?
For my deck today, we're playing Redmetal of the Traitor Center. The 3 factions I have are Brobnar, Untamed, and Dis.
And you're a big fan of Brobnar.
I think Brobnar's cool. So far from playing cards with Brobnar, it seems like a lot of board control type stuff. And then a couple big heavy hitters. So we'll see what happens.
So the decks are 36 cards, and then your identity card, which tells you what 3 houses are in your deck. The goal of the game is to forge 3 keys. Once you've forged 3 keys, you win the game. You do that by collecting amber, and you collect amber by either playing cards with the amber symbol on it. We'll show you that as we come across them. By reaping, which is basically you exhaust a character or an artifact, and you whenever you reap, you gain an amber, and you get the ability that comes with it. Or stealing amber from your opponent. That's one way to do it. Now, there is a difference. There's also capture amber, which capturing amber is you take your amber from your opponent and you put it onto a creature on your side of the field, and when that creature is knocked out, the amber goes back to the player. So you don't actually get to keep that. But with stealing, you can actually steal amber from your opponent. So, all right. So I guess let's roll to see who goes first. Yep. So 7 and 6. All right, so I'm going to go first.
Yep.
So we'll just shuffle up. I'll offer to cut, I guess. I'll let you do that. I'll allow it. And opening hand size for player 1 is 7.
Correct.
And then at the end of your turn, you draw up to 6. But presumably, player 1 can actually only play 1 card. So...
Or discard a card as well.
Or discard. And so basically what happens is on your turn, and you can mulligan, but I really don't know what this deck does yet, so I don't know what I'm looking for, so I'm not going to mulligan. So I'm going to choose... Let's see. So at the beginning of your turn, you check to see if you have any amber. I don't have any amber, obviously. If I did have 6 amber, I would forge a key, which they should all be flipped over right now. I would forge a key. Then I choose one of the houses. You can actually choose any house, but you obviously want to probably choose one that's on your identity card. So I'm going to choose Lagos, and I'm going to play an artifact. My one card is going to be an artifact, Spectral Tunneler, and it gives me an action. Choose a creature for the remainder of the turn. That creature is considered a flank creature and gains a reap, draw a card. That seems pretty good. Also, this is the amber icon, so I'm going to gain an amber for playing this card. And it comes in exhausted. And then since that's the end of my turn, after playing 1 card, I'll ready my cards, and then I will drop to 6. But because I already have 6, I then pass turn to John.
All right. For my turn... Let's see. What do we want to do? I kind of like this deck because there's a good mix of creatures and a good mix of actions. I'm going to name Dis. I can't forge a key yet, so that doesn't really make too much of a difference. I'll play Mind Barb. My opponent discards a card at random from their hand, and I will also gain an amber.
Oh, wow. Right off the bat. Right off the bat, he's playing Mind Tricks. Assuming that wasn't the card you wanted to choose, but who knows. All right.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We'll take this one.
All right. You choose just like my 6-year-old does. Perfect. So he chooses one of my Lagos creatures, and that will go to my discard.
Yep. And then I'll play Dust Imp. Dust Imp has 2 power. It has the mechanic destroyed. So when this guy goes bye-bye, I'll gain 2 amber.
And technically, he comes in exhausted.
Correct.
So assuming you're probably
And that's my turn.
done. Yep. All right. So everything readies, and he draws up to 6. Yep. My turn again. Cannot forge a key. So I'm going to choose. Oh, geez, he mixed up all my cards. They were actually nicely. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, I like that. I like that. That's pretty good. I'm going to choose. Ooh, this is an interesting card. Oh, right. Okay. Interesting. All right. I'm going to choose Dees as well. And I'm going to play Arise. It's an action. Choose a house. Return each creature of that house from your discard pile to your hand. Gain 1 chain. Actually, I probably shouldn't have played that too early. So chains. This is the chain tracker card. And what happens is that when you gain a chain, it's going to hinder your card draw at the end of the turn. So, for instance, I'm playing a card that gains 1 chain, so we'll put that on the 1. Anything from 1 to 6 chains, and I draw 1 less card at the end of my turn, as indicated by the card. 7 to 12 is 2 less, and so on. So I think I may have played this card a little too early, but I'm going to choose Lagos, and I'm going to choose to return this creature back to my hand. And then, because I'm still under House Dis, I'm then going to play Guardian Demon, and when I play Fight, or Reap, I heal up to 2 damage from a creature, deal that amount of damage to another creature. So that seems pretty good. Although I have no damage to do that with, I am then just going to end my turn ready and draw up to 5 because I am 1 less.
Alright, it's my turn. This is going to be a little awkward because the Reap ability is super strong, so I don't want to necessarily let Tony get some extra amber on top of resolving the rest of his ability. I'll name Brobnar. I think I have something for this here. I will play Smash. Smash has a play ability that says stun a creature.
So I'm assuming you're stunning my Guardian Demon.
I most certainly am.
The starter deck for Keyforge comes with these stun cards. And stunning basically means that I have to take an action with that creature in order to clear the stun before I can do the Reap or Fight actions. So
that will be my turn.
All right, so I'll just put that right into there. All right, so I'm going to... I'm going to choose Dis or Dees, D-I-S. I suppose it's Dees. I want to say Dees. That sounds more exotic, but yeah. Dis, I guess, is probably more what it is.
Yeah, I think it might just be Dis.
All right, so I'm gonna exhaust him to clear the stun.
Yep.
I'm then gonna play a Dust Imp as well. And that is going to be it for my turn. So I will ready these creatures, and I will draw up to... so your turn, John?
All right. For my turn, let's see if we can do something cool here. I'll name Untamed. Ooh. I will play Hunting Witch. Each time I play another creature, I may gain 1 amber. So what I'll do is I will play Dew Fairy. Mm-hmm. So I'll gain an amber here.
Seems pretty good.
Dew Fairy has the Reap ability and also has Elusive. So the first time each turn when it's attacked, no damage is dealt to it. I will play another Dew Fairy. We'll gain another amber, and Do I want to attack? If I attack, I guess I can.
No, because you've named the other house. So one thing to note is that you can only activate or play or discard cards of the house you choose. So because Jon chose Untamed, he can't actually activate any Brobnar or discards.
So then I guess that's my turn.
And one thing also to note is where you play your creatures actually matters, because these are, you can't change the order in which the creatures are played. So you have effects like neighboring creatures or flanks. So these two cards are on the flank, and if they had any abilities that said when this creature is on the flank they gain X or Y, then that would come into effect because they're on the flank. So, and there are some action cards that'll target cards on the flank. All right, so I'm going to choose, and so one of the things that's interesting in your as you play is that you have to find the balance between building up your board state by naming the houses to play from your hand, or by activating cards that are on the board in your hand. So I am going to. I am actually going to. This is interesting. I will play. I'm going to choose Dis, and I will. You got a big guy over there. Oh, that guy's big. All right, I'm going to swing the Guardian. I'm going to fight with the Guardian Demon on this guy. And when I fight, I heal up to 2 damage from a creature. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. No. I'm going to Reap. I'm just going to Reap.
Okay.
I'm going to Reap. So I could do the rest of that effect so I don't have any damage on my creatures. And then the other thing I'll do is I'll swing the Dust Imp on the Smash.
Okay.
So what you do is you compare. This is power and life. So 2 on 5. So I'm going to do 2 damage to him. You would subtract any armor. So I'm going to deal him. I'm only doing you 2.
Oh.
But he's going to deal me 5.
Right.
So and when this is destroyed, I gain 2.
Yeah. So he'd be at 3. 5 minus 2, right?
Oh yeah, but just you would put the damage that I dealt onto him.
Oh.
Not like what his life is left. Yeah.
Got it.
So then obviously once the damage is equal to the power/life, that creature is then knocked out. So one thing to note too is that when you run out of cards in your draw deck, you then recycle your discard pile back into a new draw deck. So I will end my turn already and pass to you.
All right. For my turn, let's see. Oh, this is a little weird. Can be kind of frustrating, I guess. I don't have enough to do too much. I'll name Dis. I'll play Gongoozle. I will deal 3 damage to a creature. If it is not destroyed, its owner discards a card at random from their hand. So I'll name the Guardian Demon. Mm-hmm. So I'll deal 3. He won't be destroyed. And you will discard a card from random at your hand, sir. Or from your hand.
Well, I think we can see what Jon's deck does. It likes to discard cards at random from my hand.
Let's take... I like going for the first card there.
Ooh. Bouncing Death Quark. Destroy an enemy creature, destroy a friendly creature. You may repeat this effect as many times as you like, as long as it's possible to repeat the entire effect.
That is
seems pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I will... I mean, I guess this is a weird way to do it, per se. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come here. I will attack with my Dust Imp on there.
Yep. So we'll do 4 and he'll do 2. So we're going to end up trading, and
I will gain 2 amber. And I am at 6 in total so far. That will conclude my turn.
And At the end of John's turn, because he has 6, he has to say check, because he has enough to forge a key at the beginning of his next turn.
Check away. You're up.
Okay, so I clearly have almost zero board state. I'm going to choose... let's see. So I'm going to play... I'm going to choose Shadows, I think. Yeah, I'm going to choose Shadows. Because I don't like these reap effects you got going on. Because you could run away with this pretty soon. So I'm gonna choose Shadows, and I'm gonna play Poison Wave. Deal 2 damage to each creature. And I'm gonna gain an amber from that card.
That's pretty good. That actually just... Well,
no,
almost.
he'll stay. Because
almost wipes my whole board.
Almost wipes the whole board. And then I'll play a creature. Play Steal 1 amber.
Pretty good.
So that, I think, was a pretty good turn for me, because I'm going to end my turn ready, and I now have 6 amber, and I'll say check, and I will draw up to my 5, and John now no longer has 6 amber. He only has 5.
6.
And so cannot forge a key.
Oh my goodness, how do I do this? You only have 6.
I'm starting to really like Shadows, because there's some interesting indirect damage going on here.
This is a little odd for me here. Ooh, nothing that can steal an amber back. I think what I'll do is I'll name Dis. I think Dis, so far for me, Dis has been the more powerful. I'll play Drumble. He has elusive and he has a play ability. If my opponent has 7 or more amber, I capture all of it. However, Tony's at 6.
I'm only at 6.
And then I will play the Terror. Terror is if my opponent has 0 amber, I gain 2. And then I'll play an upgrade called Collar of Subordination. It says, you control this creature. I'm going to upgrade your guy.
Oh.
So now I control it.
So I guess that means it goes onto your side, your field?
I would assume so, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't say a creature I control or a creature an opponent controls, so any creature?
That's interesting. Because, I mean, why would it say that if you...
Right.
If you can't play that on your...
You want to block something? You want to block play somebody else in the second phase? Whittle it down a little? Or you want to do it with the first one?
Well, nothing under upgrades, but...
How many did you lose? 14?
Yeah, let's go with it.
Alright. That will conclude my turn. I'll draw 3 to take me back up to 6.
No, they're not vigilance. Yeah, vigilance means it doesn't tap. That's one of the ones from the
So your guys or I should say ready.
Get ready up.
All right, so I have 6 amber, so at the beginning of my turn I have to forge a key. So I will forge my first key.
Now keep in mind throughout the course of the game, you can only forge 1 key per turn. Sometimes certain decks will amass a huge lot, but it's only 1 a turn.
All right, I'm going to choose Shadows for my house this turn. I am then going to play Relentless Whispers, play, deal 2 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, steal 1 amber. I will deal 2 to Smash, destroying him and stealing an amber. And I played it to, has the amber symbol, so I gain an amber. And then I will play Silvertooth. Silvertooth enters play ready.
It's pretty good.
Seems good. And I will then swing. I just don't like you having my guy. I'm going to swing on my guy.
Yeah. So we'll hit the bin.
So I'll take damage. And presumably that card goes back to its owner's discard pile, but we'll follow up with that after this game. That's going to end my turn, and I will ready and draw back up to my hand of 5.
All right. So for my turn, we're going to have a little fun here. This is why I think when I purchased this deck, I looked through it and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I really looked at it and thought that this deck's actually pretty powerful. So to start my turn, I will name Untamed. I'll play Regrowth, which I will get an amber for, and I will return a creature from my discard pile to my hand. So I will take the Hunting Witch back, who lets me gain an amber every time I play a creature. I'll play him. I will play... I'll play Halakor. Halakor gives each friendly flank creature I have skirmish.
And you gain an amber per...
Yes, I do.
Because you played the...
Yep. And then we're going to play Lupo the Scarred. Lupo the Scarred has skirmish. He also has a play ability where it deals 2 to an enemy creature. So I'll deal 2 to your Silvertooth.
Yep.
And right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 amber. So what I will do is I will play Key Charge.
Ooh.
I will lose an amber. If I do, I may forge a key at the current cost.
So remember when John said you could only forge a key once a turn? That includes that, right?
So
like,
assume so?
So we'll have to double check, but I believe that means that if you forged a key earlier in your turn, you would not be able to play that.
Correct. But since I
But this allows you to forge a key before I have an opportunity to take any of the amber.
right,
Which is good.
and now this will put us even at 1-1.
This is true. This is true.
This will hit the bin,
And now my Shadow's amber stealing cards don't seem so valuable at the moment.
that will conclude my turn.
All right. I am going to choose... You kind of derailed what I was going to do for the turn, but that's okay. I'm going to choose Lagos. I'll play a Bat Drone, which skirmish doesn't take any damage from a fight. And when I fight, I steal an amber. And I'll play Morbius Scroll, which gives me the action. Archive Morbius Scroll and up to 2 cards from your hand. Now, Archive is something we haven't mentioned yet. When you archive, they go into a separate stack face down. And unless you know what goes into that, you can't look at them. But after you name your house for the turn, you can take all the cards from your archive into your hand. So if you know, like this particular card is going to allow me to archive cards from my hand, so I'll know what's in my archive. So then it's almost like having an extra hand, extra time, because I'm going to draw up to 5 at the end of my turn, and then I've got these other cards over here that I can take at the beginning of any of my turns that I choose. So it's an interesting additional mechanic. I think that's going to do it for my turn, so I will ready and pass turn and draw.
Right. Let's see what we can whip up here. I think what I'll do is I will... Got a little bit of a weird hand here. Kind of went off last turn. I think this hand is more about building back up right now. So I'll name Dis. I'll play another Dust Imp, and I will play a Succubus. During their draw card step, your opponent refills their hand to one less card.
Yep, that's gonna be. It makes me down to hand size of 4.
And then what I'll do
two,
is...
two less cards. 2 less cards.
I guess I have to attack here. We'll get rid of this guy so he doesn't fight. We'll do that.
All right, so 2. I'm doing so trading.
Yep.
All right.
Trade away, and then that's gonna conclude my turn as well.
All right. All right.
5 and 6.
All right. So. This is interesting. So, you got a lot of stuff over there. I don't have a lot of stuff over here. I'm gonna play Dis. I'm gonna choose Dis. And I'm going to play Master of 3, which has a reap ability. You may destroy a creature with 3 power. That's interesting. Then I'm gonna play Flame Weathered. Flame Wreathed. This creature gets +2 power and gains Hazardous 2. So before the creature attacks, he deals 2 damage to the attacking enemy creature, and gain an amber for that. I'll play him. We do have these +1 power cards, but I mean, the upgrade's right on it, so it says it. And then I think that'll end my turn. So we'll ready that guy, and I'll draw up to 4.
Correct.
Minus my 1 there and 1 there.
Alright, so for my turn, I think the Master of 3 is real good, but I also don't want to kill some of my creatures at the same time, because they're holding their own. So what I'll do is I'll name Dis, and I will Mind Barb you. I'll gain an amber, and you'll discard a card at random.
It's a couple of cards I would prefer to keep in my hand. So I got a 50% chance here.
All right,
that you're going to discard something I want to keep.
I'll take that one.
I would have liked to have kept that card, but I'm okay. I got other options. I got other stuff I can do here.
All right, so let's see what's next. I will attack with the Dust Imp here.
Okay.
And Dust Imp will die, but I will also gain 2 amber. And I guess I will attack with the Terror.
And that's going to be for a total of 7 damage. So that's going to get it.
Yep. And then he deals 4 and 6.
He deals 6 to that. Yeah.
These guys will slide in.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, and that will conclude my turn.
Yep. Wait, did you... That Dust Imp was on your flank, right?
Oh, it was, right?
Yep. So it when you use a creature with skirmish to fight it, is dealt no damage in return. So you actually do not get that.
Oh my
So
goodness.
see, that's a situation where being on the flank was actually negative for Jon because it gained this additional ability.
Read your cards. That's all I have to say.
All right. So it's to me.
Yep.
All right. So I will name. I'm going to name Lagos, and I'm simply going to activate this, and I'm going to archive 2 cards and Morbius scroll from my hand. And then I'll end my turn, and I'll draw up to... Is that guy still on the board, the -1? Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so I'll drop to 4.
Alright, let's do this a little bit differently. I'll pick Brobnar, and I will play an artifact called Cannon. Cannon has an action where it deals 2 damage to a creature. And, I will play another artifact called Gauntlet of Command. Has an action that says ready and fight with a creature.
Ooh.
And I think that's going to conclude my turn.
can see that combo coming.
All right, you're up.
All right. So then your artifacts would ready.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna choose.
We have given you too much power, bro.
I'm gonna choose shadows.
No, I am.
I'm gonna choose shadows.
You're starting to scare me.
I'll play Naughty the Thief. Umbra, which has skirmish, which I have to remember. Elusive. First time this creature is attacked each turn, no damage is dealt. Oh, that's interesting. Skirmish, when you use this creature to fight, it is dealt no damage in return. Right, so you have to initiate the fight in order for it to not take any damage. Okay. And then I'll play Nerve Blast. Steal 1 Amber. If you do, deal 2 damage to a creature. That seems really good. Let's do 2 to this guy right there. And that will end my turn.
All right. So I think these artifacts are going to come in super, super handy right now.
Yeah.
I will name Brobnar. Let's see. Let's play Crump. Crump says after an enemy creature is destroyed fighting Crump, its controller loses 1 amber.
Cool.
So what I will do is I will we'll tap cannon. We're gonna deal 2 to Nobby?
Naughty.
Naughty?
Naughty the Thief.
Naughty the Thief here.
Interesting. Not what I thought you were going to do.
And then I will
Yeah.
ready up Crump and fight with a friendly creature.
Yep.
I will,
Oh, wait. The first time this creature is attacked, each turn, no damage is dealt.
Correct, but it's not attacked, right? It's dealt damage.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
I assume?
Yep. No. You're correct. You're
So
correct.
what I'll do is I'll ready up Crump and I will fight
Yep.
Umbra with Crump.
Yep.
And then
So-
Crump will gain
Two
take
damage.
and then you will also lose an amber.
I lose one or you steal it?
Lose
I lose it. Ooh.
And then
Interesting.
do I want to waste this? I don't want to waste this yet. That will conclude my turn. So draw.
Wow.
All right.
All right. I'm going to do Lagos. And I'm going to play another Spectre Tunneler. I'm going to play Bat Drone and Kyuxo the Adventurer. And I think that'll end my turn.
All right. So I guess for my turn, we're just gonna name Brobnar again. I think Brobnar seems way too good right here. I'll tap the cannon. I'll deal 2 to this guy right there.
To the Bat Drone?
Yep.
Yep.
I will. I'm gonna discard a card. Coward's End says destroyed each undamaged creature, gain 3 chains. I think having card advantage right now seems a little too good. And then I will discard
2
Smash.
chains.
No, I'm not using it. I'm
Oh,
discarding.
you're discarding it.
No,
oh,
no,
I'm
no.
sorry. Man, I got a little excited there. I was like,
Oh.
oh, he's got some chains.
No way. Alright, so now we name Brobnar. I don't think I want to attack with Crump just yet. But that also has a fight ability and skirmish. Yeah, we're going to attack with Crump.
Ugh. What you should have been worried about was these guys. I could give it the Reap draw card ability.
It's pretty good.
So another
That was
3.
3, so 5.
Yeah. All right.
That will conclude my turn.
All right.
5 and 6.
So I'm going to choose Shadows. And I'm going to play Master Plan, which gains me an Amber. And then it says, put a card from your hand face down beneath this Master Plan. Oh, that's an Omni ability. Then it has an Omni ability, which is basically an action that you can use even if you didn't name the house faction for the turn. So, for instance, I could use this Omni ability even if I don't name shadows for the turn. So that means I can put anything. I can put anything under there because the Omni ability is play a card beneath Master Plan and then sacrifice Master Plan. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put that card under there. All right, and then I'm gonna play. That's another artifact. Long Fused Mines, another Omni ability that sacrifice Long Fused Mines, deal 3 damage to an enemy creature not on a flank. That seems pretty good. That's also going to give me another Amber.
That is pretty strong.
And then I'm still in Shadow, so I'm then going to play Purge a creature with power 3 or lower. So Purge is basically like exiling, removing it from the game. Let's get that succubus out of there because I'd like to draw my cards back up, please. That's going to end my turn. And I will now drop back up to 5. 3, 4, 5. I only have 5 Amber.
All right. I'm going to name Untamed. I can't do too much in the terms of gathering Amber right now. And Tony doesn't have any creatures out, so there's nothing I'm really fighting. So with Untamed, I'll play Ancient Bear. Ancient Bear has 5 power, but also has Assault 2, which means before this creature attacks, he'll deal 2 damage to the attacked enemy. We'll discard 2.
Which I forgot to do when you attacked my Master of 3 because it had the upgrade on it that gave it hazard.
Correct.
So
I will discard 2 Save the Packs, and that will conclude my turn. So I'll draw 3.
All right, so I think I'm going to play. You've kind of negated my Spectral Tunnelers because you're not allowing me to keep creatures out to give them that ability. That's slightly disappointing. Ooh, I do like this, though. I think I am going to go... I think I'm going to go... I think I'm going to go Lagos. Put those there. And I'm going to... So I'm going to choose Lagos, and I think I'm going to... Oh, I forget if that artifact is Lagos or if it's... No, I think it's Lagos, right? All right. So I'm going to choose Lagos, and then before I do anything else, I'm actually going to take my archive into my hand. And I was correct. Okay, good.
That's a lot of cards.
So I'll play a creature. Brain Eater. After a creature is destroyed, fighting Brain Eater, draw a card. Seems good. And then I'm going to play the artifact Mobius Scrolls, and that's the one that allows me to archive that and 2 cards from my hand. And that'll end my turn. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have more than 6, or have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I only draw if I only dropped 5, so I won't draw any cards. So that's
all right.
that's your turn.
Not as scary as the turn I thought Tony was gonna have, considering he's got an arm length full of cards over there.
I got a full grip, as John says. A full grip.
Correct. That is the correct word. Term, I guess. So for my turn, I guess we got to gain some amber at some point. If not, I probably will lose. I'll name Brobnar.
Ugh. You know, I shake a little when you name Brobnar. I'll be honest with you. It's a little concerning when you name
So I'm going to play Sound the Horns, which is an action. I discard cards from the top of my deck until I either discard a Brobnar creature or run out of cards. If I discard a creature this way, I put it into my hand.
Seems good.
There we go. So we'll put War Drummer into my hand. Well, that's pretty good.
You don't say. A pretty good Brobnar creature? No.
Seems pretty good. Alright, let's... How do we want to do this? So I'll play the War Drummer. I will return each other friendly Brobnar creature to my hand. So Crump will come back to my hand.
Wow. And he's technically
Yes, he's
exhausted.
exhausted. Correct. We will... I also get an Amber for Sound the Horns. Can't forget. That's why I actually played it. Where'd he go? So we're going to play Crump again.
Yep.
Then we will play... We'll play Anger, so I can ready and fight with a friendly creature, and I will also gain an Amber for that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So ready and fight, so I guess I have to fight right away. So we're going to come
Trade.
at this guy and trade away.
And after a creature is destroyed fighting Brain Eater, I get to draw a card.
And Brobnar 2, after an enemy creature is destroyed fighting Crump, its controller loses an Amber.
What? Where was that?
That was on Crump.
That was on Crump?
I did it like 3
I
times
lose an
already, too.
Amber?
You've lost like 3 Amber from me already. Let's see. Oh. Don't want to drop cards like that. Yeah. Seems like a pretty good turn. On my turn. 4, 5, and 6.
Alright, so my turn. Alright, so let's do this. I'm going to choose this.
Yep. That's kind of a scary thought. Because I don't know what's in your deck.
And I'm going to play. Alright, I'm going to play this. I'm going to use Master Plan's Omni ability. Play card beneath Master Plan, sacrifice Master Plan.
Seems pretty good.
So I'll play
Whoa.
Charette. Play capture 3 Amber. So
Great.
capture the 2. So John basically needs to knock this creature out in order to get his Amber back. But I can't do anything with this Amber. I don't get to use it at all. I will then play... I know this is kind of pointless, but I'll play Pandemonium. Each undamaged creature captures 1 Amber from its opponent, but I'm playing it mostly to gain the Amber. And then I'll play Control the Weak. Choose a house on your opponent's identity card. Your opponent must choose that house as their active house on their next turn, and I gain an Amber. So I'm going to choose not Brobnar, because that does a lot of damage. I'm kind of... Oh, did I... I'll choose Dis. So you have to play Dis next turn.
That's pretty good. Pretty good call.
Alright, so that's Control the Weak. And then, let's see, I'm still in House Dis. I guess I'll play a couple of artifacts. Nothing spectacular. I still have this Omni ability I can use, and I'm wondering if I should. I probably will use it. I'm going to sacrifice Long Fused Mines, deal 3 damage to each enemy creature not on a flank. So that would be 3, 3, and 3. And then I'm going to end my turn, ready, and say check because I have 6 amber.
Alright, so now I have to name...
Up to 5? You don't have that minus
I
1
do
guy
not.
out, right? Alright, so drop to 5.
Alright, so for my turn, I have to name this now. It's a little frustrating, considering I don't have too much going on.
That was my hopes.
Well,
So, best case scenario, worst case scenario for me, you've got some disactions in your hand.
so here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is your creature technically on the flank? Or no?
Yes, I believe technically my creature is on the flank.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then we'll discard this so I can actually draw a card at the end of my turn, because that is not very useful.
What does it say? Oh, you're just discarding it.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
It says play hand of this, destroy a creature that is not on the flank.
So just a reminder that whatever house you choose on your turn, you can actually just discard cards from your hand to help cycle through your deck to get to the cards that you're looking for. But part of the fun of this game is that when you purchase a new deck, you don't know what your deck list really is. I mean, you have the back of your identity card will have the full deck list and a QR code that will tell tournament organizers what the deck list is. But finding the combos and the strategies is actually part of the fun of the game, which is kind of cool.
All right, I'll conclude my turn. I will draw.
All right, so at the start of my turn, I'll take my 6 amber.
Yep.
I will forge my second key. Feeling pretty good about this. And then I'm going to name... I think I'm going to name... Ugh. I guess I'm going to name Lagos this turn.
Ooh, I like that.
Alright, I'm gonna do... I'll do Bat Drone.
Look the cut.
Sure. Just for you, John. Oh, that's not Lagos.
Showing me
little
free
spoiler alert there.
information.
Spoiler alert. And then I'm going to... I think I'm gonna Mobius Scroll. I think I'm gonna Mobius Scroll. Yeah, I'm gonna Mobius Scroll. And I'm on Lagos, so I will end my turn and draw.
All right. Also, don't forget that once you deck, essentially, you just shuffle your discard pile back in and it becomes your deck. So it just cycles, rinse and repeat. All right.
I really like card games that have that mechanic because I feel like milling. I feel like milling is a cheaty way to win in a game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice, you know. I mean, it's interesting to have different win conditions, but I like the fact that this really only has one win condition.
All right. For my turn, this is great because I can name anything I want.
Bring on the Brobnar.
We're naming Brobnars, and we're gonna do a little what I think Brobnar is meant to do. So I will. How do we want to do it? We'll play Headhunter. When Headhunter fights, you gain an amber.
Seems good.
So we're going to.
Oh, yep.
We'll ready up the Headhunter.
Yeah, and then
We'll go right here.
Yep.
At this guy.
So he's just gonna take it, right?
Yeah.
5, and I'll deal 4 to him.
Yep. Now, my question is, the fight ability, I believe, doesn't trigger, correct? Because your guy is gone?
No.
The fight.
Yeah, the fight
Right.
ability does.
Correct. So I'll gain another amber for that, I believe. And then let's see. I will. What do we want to do? Tap this to deal 2. Ooh. 3, 5.
That is correct. So the fight, if the creature survives, the fight ability triggers.
Perfect. Alright, so now, how do we want to do this? So I can, like, kind of max out and try and gain a ton of amber here and hopefully forge a second key before Tony gets a third. I think that we'll play Earthshaker. We'll destroy each creature with power 3 or lower.
Just destroy them?
Yep. Jeez. Which means my Dust Imp will be destroyed. So I'll gain 2 amber from that.
Yeah.
That'll take me up to 5. These guys will slide in. And what else can we do? I believe that's it. That's all we're going to do for this turn.
Ooh, so you're not check. So you can't forge next turn.
Cannot.
All right. Oh, I forgot to draw the rest of my cards for my turn.
Holy moly, this guy's
shuffled?
not drawing cards here.
Shuffled.
That's okay.
All right.
I think we can catch up.
Oh my. Oh my. All right, I'm gonna choose Lagos.
Yep.
I will play Brain Eater. I will play Batron.
How many of these things are in your deck?
4.
Holy
I believe there's
moly.
4 in my deck.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, not in this game because they're not being used for anything other than fodder for your bar creatures. I am going to play Remote Access, which gains me an amber for playing. Use an opponent's artifact as if it was yours. I will... So does that mean that I also exhaust it? And then in which case it doesn't get exhausted until the end of your turn? Because I'm obviously going to use this one to deal 2 damage to a creature.
Yep.
And I'll deal 2
I'm pretty sure
to
that's...
him.
I'm pretty sure that's how it would work. That would make a lot of sense.
Let me check use because I have another card with use on it, and it may be you just use the effect, maybe, or maybe you actually
Tap it.
Oh, that doesn't have. Is it on the card? So we'll just go with that and follow up. So so that would mean that my turn is over.
Ooh. So we're gonna play it as this doesn't untap, correct?
That is.
That makes sense either way to me.
Let's go with that.
So,
oh, here we go. Okay, using card for 6. Yep. When a player uses an artifact, they exhaust the card and then resolve its ability.
pretty
So
good.
that is exactly what happens.
All right. So my turn's up here. Let's see if we can kind of gain enough amber. Maybe Tony can't steal some stuff. I will name Untamed. We'll play Full Moon. For the remainder of the turn, I gain 1 amber each time I play a creature. I will play... Where'd he go? We'll play Dew Fairy, Elusive, and Reap. I will gain an amber. And then I will...
I'm sorry, did it come in...
It comes in exhausted.
But how did you reap it?
I didn't. For the remainder of the turn, each time I play a creature, I get an amber.
Oh. Yeah, that's good.
We'll play Lost in the Woods. Choose 2 friendly creatures and 2 enemy creatures. Shuffle each chosen into its owner's deck. I'll gain an amber for playing that, so I will, obviously I'll pick
So
yours.
these get shuffled into my deck, right?
Yep, and then I have to choose 2 of my own creatures.
Probably ones with damage.
We'll choose Lupo the Scarred. And we'll choose this guy right here, Ancient Bear.
Ancient Bear. Yeah, good.
Alright, that will conclude my turn. I will check because I have 7 amber now.
Alright.
And we'll draw 3 cards.
Alright. So 7 amber, huh?
Yep.
I'm going to choose Dis. And I am going to... play Drumble. Play if your opponent has 7 or more amber, capture all of it.
That card's in your deck too?
Yep.
What the heck? Oh, yeah.
So, I'll get all of that.
How do I do this now?
I'm then going to play Pit Demon. And just in case, I'm going to Lash of Broken Dreams action. Keys cost +3 during your opponent's turn to forge next turn. And that is going to do it for me.
Alright, pretty good turn from Tony. I think we all know what comes next. We're going to play some Brobnars.
Brobnar.
I'm going to name Brobnar. I'll play Sound the Horns, and I'll discard cards from the top of my deck until I reveal a Brobnar creature. I know they're in here. Alright. These guys are going to my discard. Smash will go into my hand.
Oh, Smash. Not a big fan of Smash.
Alright, let's see. I'll play Smash. When I play, I'll stun a creature. I'll stun the Pit Demon. Then I will...
Seems good.
We'll play Ganger Chieftain. When I play him, I may ready up and fight with a neighboring creature. So we'll untap Smash, and we'll go ahead, and we'll fight the Drumble.
Elusive takes no damage.
That's fine.
So 2 will go to Smash.
I didn't even think about that. we'll tap my cannon and deal 2.
Okay.
And then I'll get my stuff.
All right. You got me.
2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7. You got him?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And that will conclude my turn. And I'll say check.
All right, so he's checking. All right. I feel like I need to... I think we're just going to play it safe. I'm going to say Dis. I'll exhaust to get rid of the stun, and then I'll do Lash of Broken Dreams. So keys cost +3 on your turn.
That's pretty good.
And then I will end my turn.
All right. Oh, yeah, that on tap list. All right. What do we do? What do we do? This is kind of difficult decisions here. If I could do this, I might get enough. I'm going to name Dis.
Okay.
I will also play a Lash of Broken Dreams.
Oh, fun.
And we'll play an Ember Imp. So my opponent cannot cast more than 2 spells each turn.
Cannot play more than 2 cards each turn. Nice.
I'll discard Drum Bolt.
Spells are in a different game.
What?
Spells are in a different game. That just
Oh,
says I can
sorry,
play 2
cards. Oh, it's been a long day. All right, conclude my turn.
All right.
Check.
Check again, he says. So if I stay in Dis, I can only play 2 cards. Oh, boy. I'm still 1 key up on you, so I think... oh, you know what? I'm going to stay in Dis. I'll activate Lash of Broken Dreams.
Yep.
And I will do an action to steal an Amber.
Sure.
And I'll end my turn.
So is there a max limit to how many creatures you can have? Perfect. I think I'm going to possibly drop my hand here.
Please don't let it be Brobnar.
No, maybe I'm not going to drop my hand. But I am going to gain some Amber. Because I think that's the call. I also just realized how kind of busted Dew Fairy is. Because when you reap, you gain an Amber.
Correct.
And its ability is to gain an Amber.
So you gain 2 Amber.
Two Amber.
Yeah.
Let's see. I actually am... I'll name Untamed.
Okay.
We'll play...
Oh, jeez.
We'll play Hunting Witch.
Mm-hmm.
We will play another Dew Fairy. So I will...
Gain an Amber.
Gain an Amber from the Hunting Witch. Then I'm going to reap with my Dew Fairy that's been on the battle line.
Yep.
And I'll gain 2 Amber from that.
Yep.
What do we got here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Ooh.
And
I don't think my Lash of Broken Dreams is going to stop you next turn.
I'll discard, save the Pex. Conclude my turn, draw 4 cards, and check.
All right. So what do you have? You have 10? 2, 4, 5, 9?
I have 9.
He's got 9.
So you can steal 1.
I can steal 1 and do the thing, which will keep you at bay 1 more time.
Maybe.
Oh, unless you've got the card that lets you forge the key in the middle of the turn. But it would still cost more. It would still cost 3 more. It would still cost 3 more. Right. So, you know what? I'm just gonna go with. I'm gonna go with House Dis. That and steal, and just hope for the best. And my turn.
That's pretty good. All right.
The worst part is I can't discard anything because I obviously have no discards in my hand, and so I can't cycle anything out. So
I guess I'll name Untamed again. I think having double Dew Fairy.
Double Dew Fairy, man.
Gaining 4 Amber here, so we'll do that.
Do the Dew.
And the Hunting Witch.
Do the Dew Fairy.
So we'll play Lupo. I'll gain an Amber for the Hunting Witch.
Oh, jeez.
We'll play Ancient Bear. I will also gain another Amber. And then we will reap double Dew Fairies.
I'm kind of okay with this because until you deal with my Pit Demon, I'm just going to keep taking it, and so I can forge my last key.
That is fine by me. So we'll gain another 4 here.
Holy cow.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, I don't know. However many I have.
It's enough. Let's just say it's enough.
I'm going to conclude my turn.
All right.
Check and draw 3 cards. And untap it.
So these, so figure out these guys are on the flank.
Yes.
I guess you got to figure out where they're coming in.
This 1 and then 1.
Wow.
I'll do that.
Wow. All right. Man, I'd love something to board wipe right now.
This is
You know what? I'm gonna name Shadows, and I'm gonna take my archive.
Are you using old school ones?
And
Okay, then I'll build a sliver deck too.
let's do Umbra. Urchin. And let's do Long Fuse Mine. And let's play Miasma. Your opponent skips the forge a key step on their next turn.
Oh my goodness! Come on!
I'm holding you off.
Is that a rare?
That is a common.
Broken.
Appears like it is a common.
Broken. I'm never gonna get to Forge.
So good. Let's see. I did Shadows. I did. And now I'm done. And I will draw 1 to refill.
Alright, so let's see. Alright, I guess we, when in doubt, gain more amber. I'll name Untamed. So let's see, we're gonna reap first. So we'll gain another 4. We're gonna run out of counters here soon.
We might. These are mine.
We'll steal 4.
Oh, and I gained an amber for my Miasma.
Yes.
Miasma.
Alright,
And for my Long Fuse.
oh my goodness.
Ooh, jeez.
So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, I messed up here. I should have done that last turn. That's fine. I'm going to attack here with Ancient Bear. That one? Or do I do the other guy?
Either way, it's
Oh,
elusive.
yeah.
It's elusive, so it's gonna take no damage.
Correct. You're not wrong.
The first time, the first attack deals no damage.
Well, the thing is, he has Assault 2, so it'll deal 2 to the... Yeah, before this creature attacks, deal 2 to the attacked enemy. So we'll do that.
This creature is attacked on each turn. No damage is dealt. Oh, that's interesting.
But this is before it's attacked. I deal 2.
Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that.
And then we will attack with Lupo on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Lupo has skirmish, so he'll take no damage.
Yep.
And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there anything else I can do? Concludes my turn. I'll say check again for the 100th time.
For the 100th time.
Or however many times. Too many.
Mm-hmm.
18 amber in total. Forge a key 3 times over. If I could ever get the Forge a key phase.
And this guy's untapped, right?
Yes, all these guys are untapped.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at remembering this.
Well, it's a different time than Magic, so.
That's right. I'm a Magic player. Bear with me.
Right. I think we're gonna do Dis. We're gonna do House Dis. And we're gonna do Lash of Broken Dreams, so it's gonna cost you +3.
Correct.
We're gonna do Action Steal. And then we're gonna do Guardian Demon. Heal up to 2 damage from a creature. I'll heal 2 from this guy, and deal that amount of damage to another creature. I'll deal 2 to this.
Danger Bear?
Yeah. Sure. Then I'm going to use my Omni Long Fused Mines, sacrifice Long Fused Mines, deal 3 damage to each creature not on a flank. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
That's pretty good.
Each enemy creature not on a flank.
Alright, so Smash will go bye-bye.
This goes bye-bye.
Which one?
This one.
Yep, Hunting Witch, Halcor.
6, 3.
Both do fairies.
This takes 3. There. I just got tired of looking at your huge,
My lovely board.
your huge board state. And then I am going to end my turn and say check. And if you let me survive this turn with my Amber, I win.
Guess what? I have a Lash of Broken Dreams.
Ooh.
So I'm going to start my turn, and I will forge a key for 9.
For 9.
5, 6, 7.
That's right, you do have a Lash of Broken
8,
Dreams.
9. Alright, so obviously I'm going to name this, or I lose.
Yep, true.
So I will activate the Lash of Broken Dreams. So your stuff will cost some extra here. We'll play a Dust Imp. And we'll play Collar of Subordination.
Ooh, what's that do?
I take control of your guy. I control this creature. So I'm going to control your Guardian Demon.
Sure.
This technically he enters exhausted, right? Because he enters a different battle line. I would assume. That's something else we didn't check before when we looked. It's a little weird. Some of the rules are a little not really super clear cut.
I mean, there is a comprehensive rule book that you can get, and we just haven't. These things as they pop up, we'll investigate them. So
Is there?
yes, we'll have it in my hands right here. You printed it out.
Oh, that one. Yeah. I mean, maybe one day. I mean, it's a Richard Garfield game, so I imagine at some point he's gonna have a book that's
Yep.
this big
Yep.
with a bunch of stuff in it.
So yeah, we'll investigate that afterwards.
All right. That will conclude my turn,
All right.
and I will check.
So you forged the key, right?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you
I'm
forged
so
the
bad.
key. So
6.
all right.
Time to shuffle away.
So All right, so I can't forge because I need a 9. I need 9. Let's see, what can I do here? Two, 4, 6, 8. Ugh. These Lash of Broken Dreams are
You have to call
holding
this.
us together.
I think you have to call this here.
Yeah, I do have to go with these dis. All right, so dis. I'll play my imp because everybody needs a dust imp. Oops, I'll flip my hand over. I'll steal an amber. I will Lash of Broken Dreams. And I think that's it. Yep. My turn. And I'll say check.
Alright, so my hand's a little awkward here. I think that... How do I do this? Oh. Ooh. I like this.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
so I have to name this or I'm probably, I'm done again. So activate the Lash of Broken Dreams. Yours are going to cost 3 more. I will... How do I want to do it? I guess I want to gain as much amber as possible. I'll play Gongoozle. I'll deal 3 to my Dust Imp. And then it's destroyed, so I don't have to discard a card at random. I will also gain. I just shuffled in my deck. That's why. I'll also gain 2 hammer.
From the distant?
Yep. And then 1 for playing the Gongoozle.
Yep.
Then
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Even if I take one, you've got it.
I'm gonna reap.
Oh boy.
We're gonna heal 2 damage from the Ancient Bear.
Yeah.
And then we'll put 2 damage on the Earthshaker. Yeah, we'll put 2 damage on the Earthshaker. And I'll gain 1
You could deal my Dust Imp.
No, I'm good.
Too.
I'll
You
gain
sure?
one,
You
I'll
sure?
gain 1 for reaping.
Yeah.
And I'll discard Hand of Dis. And that concludes my turn. Check.
Wow.
You're up.
Wow. Now would be a great time to have that one if your opponent has 7 or more.
Yeah, that would be a problem. I hope you don't find a way to get that ever. Because then I probably just lose. I definitely lose if you get that one.
So wow, I don't think I can. I can't do that. I can't do that.
And you were scared of Brobnar. I think this is real strong in general.
Wow. I'm pretty sure you got me.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure you got me. Yeah, I mean, you've got 10, right?
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I'd have to take 3 from you. And I can't do that with what I have. Well, yep. Yeah, I got nothing. I mean, I would do this.
Yep.
I'd steal.
Yep. I still have 10.
I would swing. It doesn't really matter.
No, it does not.
I'll swing on this guy.
Sure.
And he gets destroyed. I gain 2.
Yep. Still got to take at least 1 more, right? 2 more? 2 more.
I have to take 2 more from you. I can't use a friendly creature because I have to exhaust it to do that. These are useless because...
For faction.
Yeah, and I have no other dis options, so I'll end my turn.
Alright, I will forge my 3rd key.
Forge your 3rd key. Yeah, for 9.
Can we put one of those Hearthstone animations in? Just boom, where the board blows up and that's kind of it.
Here, let me help you. I'll flip. Wow!
Whoa, listen. None of that here.
All right, so thanks for taking a look at our playthrough of a game of Keyforge. Again, I'm Tony.
I'm John.
And we'll see you next time.